So yesterday, the chief prosecutor of the ICC, Karim Khan, issued arrest warrants for Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his defense minister, Gallant. And I just want to say that it's absolutely bullshit. And I hope no one thinks that this is actually a good thing, like this is a step forward, because the ICC is a corrupt institution, and so is Karim Khan. So Karim Khan not only issued arrest warrants for Benjamin Netanyahu and Gallant, but also issued arrest warrants for 3 top Hamas officials. The Palestinians were charged with 8 counts, whereas the Israelis were only charged with 7 counts. And what's so interesting is that the 2 Israeli top officials that were charged and issued arrest warrants by the ICC are the two individuals that Washington so desperately wants to see out of power. The ICC is completely funded and backed by the US and the UK. When Karim Khan came into office in 2021, the first thing he did was dropped all charges against the US for its war crimes in Iraq and Afghanistan. This is an article by The Gray Zone that I think everyone should read, but it says here, almost as soon as U.S. President George W. Bush entered the White House in 2001, his administration introduced the Service Members Protection Act, a measure that authorized a future U.S. military invasion of The Hague in the event the ICC indicted any U.S. personnel for war crimes. Do you understand how fucking crazy this is? The U.S. passed a bill basically saying that the U.S. military could invade The Hague, which is where the ICC sits, in the event that they indicted U.S. personnel for war crimes. So prior to Karim Khan coming into office, the chief prosecutor before that was Fatou Bensouda. And it says here, when Bensouda declared her intention to investigate both the U.S. and Taliban for crimes against humanity in Afghanistan, the following year, Washington placed the prosecutor under sanction and revoked her visa. I also want to make it very clear that Karim Khan never used the word genocide when charging the Israelis for their crimes against humanity against Palestinians. The word genocide was never used, despite the fact that numerous international bodies have called this a genocide, despite the fact that the world can literally see what is happening. We are watching Palestinians in Gaza record their own genocide. But the word torture was only used when charges against Palestinians, the Hamas leaders. So Palestinians were charged with torture, but not the Israelis, despite the fact that Israelis have systematically tortured Palestinians for decades now. Karim Khan is completely funded and backed by the US and the UK. So is the ICC. These are corrupt institutions. Karim Khan is a corrupt individual, and we cannot put our faith on international law because international law is completely controlled by the largest terrorist organization in the world, and that is the US.